All right. Hello and welcome. I'm Karen. I'm the owner and head coach, also nutrition coach at B3 Gym. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we're going to get started with our seminar today. So hopefully you guys can see that. Throughout the course of our talk today, if you do have any specific questions about anything that we're talking about, go ahead and just type that in the chat box and then I will open it up for questions as well at the end of our presentation today. Thank you again for joining me tonight. Hopefully you're catching this while you're having some dinner. We're going to get started. 3 easy steps to reset your health. So at B3 Gym, we believe something as fundamental as nutrition shouldn't be complicated. There are so many different diets out there. We're constantly exposed to people promoting different products that promise that quick fix. You read articles claiming to help you lose 30 pounds in 30 days. The problem is that that is not realistic or sustainable. So results don't happen overnight, unfortunately. You need something that's simple. If it's easy, you're more likely to stick with it. The more restrictive your diet is, the less likely you're going to see the long-term success. You also need support, and we'll go into this more in step 2. And you need to track your progress. Success leads to motivation. So we live in a society where always being busy is something that's praised. We feel so overwhelmed by everything we need to get done. And at the end of the day, we're still left feeling like we didn't get everything done. Have you ever taken a moment at the end of the day to ask yourself, what did you actually do today? When we fill our schedules to the max, oftentimes our health and wellness gets pushed to the back burner. We only get one body and we need to take care of it by focusing on how we fuel it, how often we move, how we recover, and our mindset. Your life, relationships, and health status aren't going to change unless you make an effort to change. So I want to help you make meaningful change in your life to help you reach your goals and feel your best. We're going to share some tips on how to do that today. So our nutrition program is backed by Healthy Steps Nutrition, who's helped over 30,000 people all over the world take control of their health. Here are a few of our very own incredible success stories from our members here at B3 Gym. Today, I want to talk about the top 3 common trends we see with all these people who've been able to transform their lives, get off medications, and are now living their lives to the fullest. These things that people have in common are not what you think. So let's dive in and start talking about how we can help you reset your health. Step number 1 is going to be to shift your mindset. The first thing that all of our successful nutrition clients had in common was their mindset. We live in a world where we're surrounded by diets and diet culture. We all want those instant results, success, happiness, and we want it yesterday. We're bombarded with marketing for challenges, restrictive diets, and kickstart programs. The problem is that with health and nutrition, it doesn't work like that. And these influences can have a negative impact on our mindset. What if you need to just slow down to actually build that momentum, be consistent, and see the results that you're looking for? Instead of trying to do all the things all at once, we need to just focus on one thing at a time. Research shows that when you focus on one habit at a time, you're 80% more likely to retain that habit for over a year. Try to focus on 2 or 3 things at a time, and your chances for success are less than 5%. Think about the last time you tried to make a lifestyle change. Did you cut a bunch of food out, start exercising multiple times a week, drink a ton of water, and prep all of the food? How long did those changes last? A few weeks in, you're already thinking, oh, wow, this is way too hard. And it makes sense. To be successful and make lasting changes, we need to narrow our focus and just focus on one thing at a time. And this is a big thing that we focus on with our nutrition clients at B3. Most people think that in order to reach their goals, they need a specific macro goal or meal plan. Giving you a piece of paper with some numbers and a list of foods isn't enough to teach you how to stay on track, manage your stress triggers, and truly change your lifestyle. 2/3 of people who lost weight will regain the weight they worked so hard to lose. What we really need is a lifestyle change. So the word lifestyle seems vague. So what does that even mean and why does it matter? If we take a look at this framework, all of these things are interrelated. Let's give an example with sleep. So who needs good quality sleep? I've had clients tell me all the time that they only need 4 hours of sleep. How many out there swear that you're functioning at a high level with only 4 hours of sleep? You might not realize it, but lack of sleep will have an effect on your ability to handle stress, your food cravings, your exercise performance, and your ability to recover. When you don't sleep enough, your cortisol level is elevated. Leptin, which tells your brain you're full, is decreased, and ghrelin, the hormone that makes you hungry, is increased. So you're more stressed, less satisfied, and more hungry. And that's all just from sleep. So it's all interrelated with all of this. To shift your mindset and lifestyle, we really need to bring some awareness to your inner thoughts. Your thoughts become your reality. What you pay attention to becomes reality. Let's say you buy a black Jeep. Now, every time you drive, there are Jeeps everywhere. Did everyone go out and buy a Jeep? Or are you just more aware of the Jeeps on the road because now you own one? The same thing goes with your thoughts. We're hardwired to think about the negative more than the positive. It takes effort to think about the positive. So one thing you can do with that is to start and end your day with gratitude. In order to shift your mindset, it's helpful to clarify what success looks like and why your goals are so important to you. Progress is never going to be a straight line, but if you can understand what you want and why you want it, it will be easier for you to stay motivated and focused when we face obstacles along the way. We all need something that we're moving towards. So take a second to think about, what are your goals? Here's an example from one of my clients. They wanted to lose 30 pounds over the next 4 to 5 months. Why? They want to fit into their clothes again. They want to be more comfortable in their daily activities. They want to have more energy and be a better example for their kids. In order to do that, they're working with a nutrition coach and doing group fitness classes 3 times a week. Their nutrition coach works with them each week to focus on one habit at a time, and the coach provides that accountability to help them stay on track. Building a plan to shift your lifestyle and mindset might look something like this. It's important to set realistic goals that are achievable. Research shows that if you write them down, make sure they are realistic, and keep them present, you'll be more likely to achieve them. So take a moment to think about your goals. If you aren't sure about the habits or the action steps just yet, we'll talk about those in just a bit. So this is a great diagram that you can fill in, figure out what your goals are, and then we'll talk more about the habits that we need to practice to reach our goals. And that also includes our action steps, which are our daily or weekly actions that we take to kind of build that habit into our lifestyle. The second thing our most successful clients have in common is the right people in their corner. We weren't meant to do life alone. You need people who are going to be there to support you. And that's why step number 2 is finding your tribe. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I talk about this a lot at P3. Are those people positively or negatively impacting your progress towards your goals? Choose wisely and identify who is going to be on your side on your journey. When we look at our clients who have lost 50 to 100 pounds and kept it off, they all had a tribe of people who supported them. When we look at people who struggle to lose weight and keep it off, they don't have a support system. So don't underestimate the value of community. Step number 3 is to take action. So those who are successful don't just wish, they do. This is by far the toughest part. But if you did steps 1 and 2, it's going to be a lot easier to take action. When you start saying no to the wrong things, it's easier to say yes to the right things. Your habits become your routine, and your routine becomes your lifestyle. Are your daily habits moving you towards or away from your goals? For most of us, we have great intentions, but there are roadblocks, temptations, or other distractions that get in the way. Think about building a house. A house is built on a solid foundation. Workers lay brick by brick to make this amazing house. The same thing goes for your life. Your daily habits lay the foundation to make an amazing life. Now, maybe you're wondering what you can do to start your reset. So here are a few basic principles that have helped so many of our clients take control of their health, one habit at a time. Number one is to add more whole foods into your diet. Start choosing more whole food options and less processed foods that are packed with sodium, fat, and sugar. The easiest way to start this is by reshaping your plate with the plate method. Focus on filling 1/2 of your plate with non-starchy vegetables, 1/4 of your plate with lean protein, 1/4 of your plate with starchy carbohydrates, and a small amount of healthy fats. Number two is to focus on balance. When we say balance, we want to make sure that every meal and snack we consume throughout the day contains a carbohydrate, a protein, and a fat. Pairing each meal and snack with all 3 of these macronutrients will keep you full for longer. Number 3 is going to be to limit the amount of added sugar in your diet. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 6 teaspoons for women and 9 for men over the course of the day. The average person consumes over 150 pounds of sugar per year. And that averages out to 46 teaspoons per day. That's way above the recommended amount. And that's not surprising. Sugar is super addicting, and it's in almost every food product you find in a package. Now, let's take some time to answer some of our frequently asked questions. Fueling around your workouts to gain muscle, lose fat, increase energy, or really any health and fitness goal is important. Aim to have a healthy carbohydrate and protein before and after your workout. If you don't put gas in your car, you can't expect it to get you anywhere. So don't expect your body to be able to run on empty. My favorite pre-workout fuel is an applesauce pouch and an HSN egg muffin. My favorite post-workout fuel is non-fat Greek yogurt with a handful of blueberries. I also really love the Ascent whey protein and almond milk as well. What if you don't like vegetables? I've heard this a lot from people, and maybe you are the same way. What if you just haven't found the right way that you like your vegetables? So roasting your vegetables for a nice crunch rather than having mushy vegetables, maybe adding some good seasonings for a flavor you can be excited about, and even finding ways to sneak them into recipes or smoothies. Those are going to be some easy ways to get those vegetables into your diet. So where should I start is a great question. Start with one thing at a time. Maybe it's something you already have in mind, or maybe it's one of the things that we talked about today. The best and fastest way to reach your goals is to work on one-on-one with a nutrition coach to build that individualized plan just for you and get the support and accountability that you need. There's never a perfect time to get started. We've heard this before. This is always something, there's always going to be something that's getting in your way. You have to make that commitment to yourself. Your transformation starts with you doing these 3 things. 1 is shifting your mindset. 2 is identifying your tribe. And 3 is taking action. It's simple, not easy, but we're here to help. If you're thinking that this all sounds really great, but you still don't know where to start, or you really just need someone to help you create a plan that's realistic for you and someone to keep you accountable, we would love to help you. So here at B3 Gym, we focus on a habit-based approach to create an individualized plan just for you. We work together, utilizing our many tools and resources to build your nutrition foundation and create a sustainable plan that you can build into your lifestyle. Along with our tools and resources, we know how important support and accountability is when it comes to your long-term goals, which is why we'll be there to help you guide you and tweak their plan every step of the way. I'm excited to announce that we have a nutrition accountability program for you. We're opening up 5 spots in the next 30 days. And here's what that would look like for you. You work with a coach to create your plan. You check in weekly to keep you accountable and discuss your progress and tweak your plan. Visit our website or email me directly to schedule a free intro, and we can talk a little bit more about your goals and how we can help you get there. Check out some of our most successful clients. They've seen huge changes, not only with weight, body fat, and measurements, but also with performance in the gym, quality of life outside of the gym, and confidence and self-esteem. So today we talked a lot about how to reset your health in 3 easy steps. I'm going to open it up for some comments and questions. I'm going to go ahead and stop our recording here. And then if you all have questions or anything like that, I'll go ahead and unmute you, or you can go ahead and type that in the chat box.